Okay, welcome again. Now we're going to try this shape, which is nothing more than the box above my line of vision, above my horizon, which is my height of my eyes in space. Okay, so if you notice this one that I did, my horizon line is very low because I want to make a large box above my line of vision, or my eyesight, above my eyes, let's say. So here we go. We see the box, and once again, it's very important that the construction lines are left so you can see as if it were made of glass or plexiglass or a fish tank or anything like that that you can think of, where you're seeing the other side. If you just erase everything, then I just see a solid object, and I don't know how it was created. And the way we also find the vanishing point sometimes when you erase everything is just by putting a ruler at the bottom and just following that line and seeing where the vanishing point is. So that's what makes it ideal. All lines converge to vanishing points. That's how I can tell when someone has just free-handed it and created a box, and I look at the horizon, I try to find the lines, and they don't go necessarily to the same place. As I was saying, if I see someone that has two different vanishing points on the same side, it is freehanding, because it shows that the geometric shape is awkward and it's not done correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to stop here and turn the page and start and show you how I constructed this shape above the horizon line, above my line of vision. Hi there. We are now ready to start the construction of our geometric shape above the horizon line. Now I've notched out 3 different points so that if you really don't have this and you only have this, a 12-inch, then you can just still do your horizon line. By from the bottom I did 3 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches, and now I'm just going to connect them. And just for time and speed, I'm going to just use my long ruler right now. So there's my horizon line. So now I want to establish my box somewhere in the air, and I'm going to do it about 4 inches above my horizon line. I'm going to put my notch there, and then I'm going to try to make it as large as I can, which is about 7 inches. Your leading edge, the edge that shows you its 2-point perspective. Let's start from here. So there's my leading edge of my box. So I did a box of 7 inches. So if I were doing it as I explained in 1-point perspective and the beginning of the 2-point perspective, I could just sight my angle and then find my vanishing points over here. I'm just going to guess at it right now. Now, as I said before, also, I'm just recapitulating, going over. So, the further away your vanishing points are, the more natural the appearance of your perspective. The closer they are, the more distorted it's going to be. It's still going to be interesting, and that's how I sometimes do. I sometimes make it very distorted, But right now I'm trying to just have you understand it. So I'm picking my vanishing point over here. And where that line touches, that'll be my left vanishing point in 2-point perspective. Then I'm going to do this one slightly different. So, I'm going to create my bottom line, my foundation, my floor, however you want to call it, so that it looks like a rectangle, okay? So, I go to my right side to pick the point that goes to my left side, because right side can't go right anymore. Right side has to go left, and left side has to go right. Now that I've picked that, I'm trying to create my base or floor, foundation, okay? Now I have to pick what looks right as a rectangle for my floor. I'll try to do this part more solid than this one. So now I go to my eraser and get rid of lines that may confuse me. Horizon line down here. I can leave that, it's not bothering me. The point where they both meet is really important that it be very clear. Okay? Now, in order to get my sidewalls, I have to bring down, if this is point A, this is point B, comes down. So it doesn't matter which one you do first. Now, if you don't have a charcoal pencil, it's going to be hard to be able to see it. So think ahead, be proactive, and if necessary, run to the art supply store and get a charcoal pencil. Now, one very important thing before I even continue is that don't ever drop the charcoal pencil. And if you do, stick your foot out and try to break the fall. Because if that charcoal pencil hits the ground sideways, like this, and hits the ground flat, the inside will break, and every time you sharpen it, it'll fall out, and it's useless. So be very careful with that. Now I'm going to bring up my corners, and then you'll see how we start to construct our geometric shape. Okay? Now I'm going to start erasing lines that I do not need anymore. And if in the process of erasing, you erase part of it, you just recuperate. Okay? What's the next step? Logical step, you need to get your back wall. So, right goes left, left goes right. And they will cross, and that'll be your back corner. Really, you must get rid of lines because they become very confusing. So you have to try to keep track of what's necessary and what isn't. And what's the next step? You have to be proactive. What's my next step? What wall do I need to discover now? And that'll be this corner hitting that. Now you can see my ruler from that corner doesn't necessarily coincide with that, which means that something was off. Something really was off a few degrees. And this is why it's so crucial to be very precise.